Okay, so what if you had big banks and corporations that represented the top 1%? With control of the money flow, and so big and powerful that borders don't exist. How would you control a group like that were so almighty powerful? It strikes me that they would pretty much do whatever they wanted. In a nutshell, I guess you'd say that they are the top 1%, and pretty much have the game cornered. Therefore, it would be a given that they would own the media. They would control all the information flow, and the temptation to shape it in their favor would be just more than they could resist. After all, they own the media. But think about it. If you were in their position, you would want to distance yourself from that kind of image, and you'd probably disseminate the idea that the media was in fact liberal. You would be fully capable of painting the picture the way that you want it to be seen. You could convince people that blue is green and green is red, what to fear and what to dread. So what if you had all these folks sitting at home watching the tube, getting a steady diet of what a few big businesses want them to think? Some of those might be defense contractors, diversified into genetically modified foods, feeding the minds, hearts, and soul of those 99% of good little consumers. But then, wouldn't you have to contend with some grassroots movements that maybe wouldn't completely agree with your message? But then, what if you could get them to carry your message? The message of the top 1%. The one that says, don't rock my boat, rock the other guy's boat. I think big business wouldn't hesitate to use their power. I think they'd infiltrate these grassroots movements and utilize a little bit of their pesticide on their roots. And sadly, I think that history has shown us that people don't always think for themselves, and that there has always been a handful that are quite happy to manipulate the many. Hey, let's not be gullible.